Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Tristan from Tag Translations and Design, OP Localization and Translation. It's good to be back. I was recording another video about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and my power supply exploded. It just popped. So a spark shot out of the computer and everything. It was pretty intense. So I haven't had a computer for about 2 weeks, and that means I haven't been able to work, I haven't been able to record anything, I haven't been able to do anything. I went absolutely insane. I'm not very good at taking vacations apparently. So we are back, everything's up and running again. I think we're safe for a while. I've got a really good power supply in there now. It's an upgrade, so we got all that taken care of. So we're going to talk a little bit about keywords and trying to find out which phrases or words that we should be going after when we do our SEO for our websites. Also, just in case you weren't aware, we do have a new channel that we are just starting. I'm actually going to be recording that video right after I finish this one, where we're going to go through and talk more about building websites and going through all this other stuff, because the idea here is really to talk about translation, video game translation, and that kind of stuff. And we kind of want to talk about all the website stuff too, but it didn't quite seem to fit together. So we got the new channel, and there'll be a link to that here in the description. So head over there and subscribe, like stuff. I don't have anything posted yet, but it'll be up there soon. Okay, so today we are going to be working with the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Now this is a really neat tool that helps us find out a lot more information about keywords and search traffic and things like that. So the idea behind this tool is to help you find words or phrases or keywords or whatever for when you do your paid advertising. And it's great for that, but it's also really great for just trying to get an idea of what the market's like for some different keywords and some different phrases. And you can find this, it's just under Google AdWords. Click over here on Tools, and then right here under Keyword Planner. That's how you find it. Alright, so let's go ahead and play with this for a little bit, and we're going to see what we can find. So first thing we need to do is we need to tell Google a little bit about the service or about the products that we're trying to sell or the information we're trying to communicate on our websites. So in our particular case, we want to sell translation. So we're going to say, this is capitalized stuff, Spanish, translation, video game, translation, we'll say video games in general. And yeah, we'll keep it right there. Alright, and it's going to ask you for a website. So I'll do that, and then ask for a category. Alright, now when it comes over here asking about your product category, you can go through all of these, and there's a lot of them. And if you're looking for translation, it's actually kind of hard to find, but if you just write in translation, boom, you're done. Alright, now if we want to look at just a specific area, right, you click on this and you tell the locations that you want to work with. I want to do specific languages, I want to do English, and I want to do Spanish. That's done. If we want to remove any negative keywords, so like if we don't want something to show up, so we'll get rid of jobs because we're not looking for jobs. And this right here will show us the average number of searches for these particular keywords or phrases each month over the last 12 months, and that's really cool. And then we can do some other things over here. We can customize our filters a little bit, but we kind of want to get a general idea first. So once we have that, we're going to hit Get Ideas, and here we go. Alright, so what they've done is they took all those keywords and all those searches and they put everything together for us. And we can see those right here. So these are our ad groups, and these are the keywords that pertain to that group. So for example, we have our English to Spanish group, and it has these 38 phrases in it. Scroll down. No, can I scroll down? Oh, okay. And what's neat about it is it shows us how many searches it gets per month. So we can see right here we're looking at quite a few searches, ranging between 368,000 to our highest, which looks like it's going to be 1.83 million. So a lot of searches, especially around these particular months. It seems to be growing quite a bit. Something must have happened to cause that trend. I'll have to investigate that a little bit more. But it gives you an idea of some different phrases that you can look for. So for example, like I said, we have English to Spanish translation. It gets an average of 1.22 million searches per month. And it has relatively low competition. That means there's not a lot of people who are paying for that particular phrase. So if you were to be paying for this, you will show up pretty high in those rankings. And they suggest that you spend about $1.85 per click, which sounds like a lot, but figure if that click turns into a client, that client then pays you $2,000 or $3,000. It kind of works out. This is honestly kind of a numbers game. You have to decide how much are you able to invest in order to get some sort of money back. And that's if you want to go with the pay-per-click stuff. But if you're not really interested in that, then of course you can go through and just do normal organic SEO. And this gives you an idea kind of what kind of competition you're looking at. Now this is saying all low competition. Let's go back, see if we can find something with high competition. Alright, come on. There we go. So we just have medium competitions at the highest, and that's translation services, translation company, professional translation, and document translation. And that's mostly where you're going to be finding translation agencies paying for those keywords. But the funny thing is, like I said, looking at these, we're looking at relatively low search volumes, but there's some of the highest things on there. We go to English Spanish, we're looking at over 4 million. So you can use that information. So what I do at this point is I find those keywords that have the best, or that are most closely related to what it is I'm trying to do. So over here, for example, we have our Spanish translation. We see video game in Spanish translation. That would be more like people looking to translate the word video game. Localization, video game localization. So we have 16,000 hits per month. So when we click on this, it will give us the keywords, and then it also shows us volumes, competition, and suggested bids. So if you were looking to, again, like I said, do the pay-per-click stuff, this is what you're looking for. So once we have this information, say we just want to use these 9 keywords, we can come over here and hit download. And say we just want this in an Excel file. We'll go ahead and save it there. Let's go ahead and download it. Alright, so we're going to download it right here. We have our new folder. Save it. And there you go. You can just take this information, copy and paste it straight into your website. That way you're helping yourself to focus on those terms that are going to be the most profitable for you, and it helps you find a lot of that really good information. It helps you generate the traffic that you're looking for specifically. So if we see a lot of people looking for localization, that might be a good word to go after, and especially since it has such a low competition. I mean, as far as the competition numbers right here, it's 0.01. That's really low. So you could probably even bid something even lower than this, 50 cents or something like that, and still get a good deal of traffic. It depends. And if you have a really well designed website, and if you have a good call to action, if it's what people are specifically looking for, then you should be okay. But again, that's if you decide that you wanted to pay for this stuff instead of doing it for free. Let's say that we do want to pay for some ads, alright? So we pick the groups that we like. We can add several groups together. We can take this and say, okay, we want to add these particular phrases. Oh, we're already here. So I want to say we want to add all 9 of these phrases to what we're working with. English to Spanish, there we go. We're just going to add the whole thing to the plan. Alright, so these are our bid ranges. Alright, and this tells Google basically how much you're willing to spend per click. We're not willing to spend $100 per. We'll say we're willing to spend $1 per click, $1.07. Alright, so with this particular setup, it says that we should look at getting between 0 and 33 clicks per day. I'm looking at spending about $24 per day. Alright, and if we wanted to adjust some of these and remove some of these things, that number will go up, it'll go down. And we're not looking at a lot. Like I said, a few clicks, a few thousand impressions. Impressions don't really help us a whole lot. We really need clicks because that's what's going to bring people to our site. So it tells us that the lower we bid, if we were to bid 12 cents per click, then we're looking at getting about 5 clicks per day, and it's going to cost about 39 cents. Or if we go up a little bit more to about 50 cents, we're looking at getting about 10 clicks per day. It's going to cost about $2. And this right here lets you actually set the maximum budget that you have for any particular group of words. So we have our ad groups right here, We have our different keywords built out right here. Like say, okay, we don't want to spend more than 50 cents, for this particular ad group. And that will update that, and then that will affect all these numbers as well, just to kind of keep everything balanced so you can see exactly how much you're going to be spending and about how much traffic you can expect to receive. And it's pretty cool. And then you can go through and you can do more stuff. You can say, okay, this is how much we want to say. We only want to spend 75 cents a day on advertising. All right. So with 75 cents per day, we're still actually going to get quite a few clicks. Not as much. We'd get more if we paid more. And that's basically it. If you want to go ahead and go forward with this, you would save it and then pay for it, and then they'll start sending traffic to your website. And again, if you don't want to pay for it, you can still use these tools. You can get some really good information about keywords and what people are searching for and how much competition you have using that as well. Now, keep in mind that when it talks about the competition, what it's referring to is the number of other people who are actually paying for those ads. So again, if you're interested in paying for these ads, I've actually had some success with it, not a lot, but enough for me to still recommend it, especially if you're just starting your new website and you're not getting a lot of traffic. Spend the 15-20 bucks on ads and see if you can start generating some revenue. And then of course you can also use that same information, go back over and look through your Google Analytics, look at the behavior flow, look and see where people are coming into the site, look and see where they're leaving the site, and that we can see if there's any problems with the site, if there's anything that you need to fix in order to make it more engaging, so that way people will stop becoming just visitors and they'll become customers. The main thing that we want to do with this is we want to make sure we're looking for people who are looking for us. So we're not looking for, if you remember a little while ago we saw video games in Spanish translation, okay? That would be a keyword that gets a lot of traffic, but that's for people who are looking to translate the word video game into Spanish and not people who are looking to translate video games into Spanish. So two very different things. So again, like I said, it's a really helpful tool. Take a look at it. Links are in the description. And don't forget to check out the new channel where we're going to be going in even more into depth of these different things. We're actually going to sit down and say, okay, this is the website that we want to build. This is the goal, or these are the goals that we have for the website. This is how we're going to do everything. And we're actually going to build everything from start to finish. We're going to invest $100 on each of these projects and show how much money we could actually make off of those $100. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We're excited about it. And so yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, or you can also email me or message me here through YouTube. I am Tristan from Tag Translations and Design. You have yourselves a great day. I'll see you in game. Stay OP. Peace.